Epic intro music.
Hello Painted Walls, how are you all doing today? Lycaon Pictus here, and we are back with another episode of Bohemian Shoutoutsody. So, after last episode's absolute tragedy, King Lycaon dying, Gaemonic inheriting the throne at age 12, and uCantonese becoming the High Chief of Moravia after surviving the flu. Gaemonic has the lunatic trait and he is now a ruler, so we'll have some fun with that. And his rival, his brother, uCantonese, the High Chief of Moravia, has the genius trait. So the battle is on. Also, we are still at war with Silesia on the side of Lesser Poland. And I think they're also being invaded by Curonia too. So I'm just going to have a look at that. They are, but Curonia only want Plock. So it's a fair trade if you ask me, because they could take all of Silesia's territory but lose Plock. So hopefully that's what they do. So we will be concluding that war this episode. So now we want to pick an education focus for Gaemonic. And I really am lost on what I want to do. I think I'm just going to have to risk it and go for the martial education. He is a lunatic after all, so he should be fine. Because we're going to have to assign him a new guardian too, and that's going to have to be Ota, which will make Ota like us more in return. So we're going to have to look at... Oh, there's no factions currently because we've just switched ruler as well. So I'm just going to have a quick check over the tab, see if there's anything I need to explain. I don't think so. I think we're fine. I think we're all good for now. I'm going to dismiss my levies actually right now, because I think he's fine in this war on his own. And I think we'll need to attend to our own matters now we have a 12-year-old king. We can't really do anything else just now. We want to save up technology, because if we get tolerance and legalism, we can start passing new laws, possibly reform the religion, go feudal, and also we need more women's rights, and that is very key for this playthrough. There may not be any extra shoutouts this time, because we've still got to play 4 years as Gaemonic. I'm also going to be inviting this Pavio, or whatever he's called, to be one of my commanders. We'll just get him promoted. There he is. He's turned up, and he is appointed as one of the commanders. He has a couple of good traits. We could appoint someone a champion too. I'm going to give that to Millman because he's really helped us out. And I'm going to give Master of the Blade to this new guy because he's not keen on us just yet. And the Court Jester we will give to Vid because he hates us. We'll laugh at that fool. So now what I really need to be doing is advancing time. I haven't been advancing enough time lately. If there's anything also that I'm not making clear, please let me know. I'd love to try and explain this as best I can. So we are still fighting this. Well, we're not actually included in the war anymore, but I'm sure they'll turn out victorious. We now can't actually declare war until Gaemonic comes of age, so we'll skip over these next 4 years pretty sharpishly. We got a new council position, so we never actually appointed an advisor, which I'm not bothered about making any of them the advisor actually. We'll make Premizel the court chaplain. I'm pretty sure he was our old court chaplain anyway. We'll get him building zeal in the capital. Now, when we building zeal means we'll gain extra monthly piety, and that's what we want. Build legend is extra monthly prestige. We've sent the female Tyrion Lannister off to Rome to study technology. Ota, our marshals, training troops. And the Chancellor that we're not very keen on, who isn't very skilled, is performing statecraft. I don't know how well that's going to go, and I'm actually going to pop a claim over on Bereg, and hope we get one. We're going to have to appoint an advisor. It doesn't really matter. Basically, I want all these guys to like me a bit more too, so I might make this guy the advisor. Let's have a look at our court region. So this guy is our regent, and he is absolutely terrible in everything. But we can't actually do anything about that for now. He's got tons of children too. You have to redo all the alliances. So I'll be quickly going to the High Chief of Poland to form an alliance. He won't accept just yet. We have to send him only a 15 gold gift, so we will be doing that for the alliance. So we've got our alliance back with Lesser Poland. That's what we wanted. So now let's have a look at the rest of the kids, because we might need to assign them new guardians, etc, etc. uCantonese, still in the thrifty focus. So uCantonese is betrothed to Yaroslava Igornova, and we will be wanting that non-aggression pact and an alliance with Dregovicia, which is this, like, well, this kind of mossy green bit here. NoobFriendlyZone, we don't really need that betrothal anymore, I don't think, because Ilman are not doing very well, and she is currently imprisoned. So we can break the betrothal there, and we'll find NoobFriendlyZone a new suitable person to betroth him to. Honestly, I would really like to be allied to Saxony, but last I checked, they didn't accept offers from infidels. So if we flick over to the religions, what we want to do is we want to ally with all the Slavic nations if possible. I think what we're going to do is we're going to save both TechGuyTrivia and NoobFriendlyZone for future alliances, because I don't really see anything worthwhile for now. So we can appoint another commander. We'll be doing that promptly. I guess we'll appoint Vid. We don't have anyone better for now. The court tutor. I might be making Ota the court tutor. Yeah, I'll be making Ota the court tutor, so all the kids in the realm will be being trained for the martial education focus. And that's exactly what we're looking for. This guy can become a venerable elder. He is our regent, so why not appoint him as a venerable elder? Court jester, we need another one. Vid. Can he be the commander and the court jester? I think he can. Fantastic. So, advancing time. Right, we've got the alliance, we've got the non-aggression pact. Can we get an alliance with him too? We can. So a couple of alliances, it's looking good. So we're now allied with Lesser Poland and Dregovicia, which has just changed its name. No, it's not, it's there. And we have got more tech points. So, perfect. Now, I think we want to start with legalism. Legalism is always very, very useful. So now we can get low centralization and we can get title revocation. But I don't think we can actually pass any of the laws through until we're of age. So again, beasting through the time. I love it when everything's in good order, and I'm willing to spend the time that it takes. They are so shiny. So we've lost Fussy and gained Greedy, which I think Greedy is actually a good trait, plus 10% national tax modifier. So let's have another look at Gaemonic. He's got Timid, Haughty, Idolizer, Greedy, and Lunatic. So we want to assign possibly a better Guardian. No better Guardian for uCantonese. How about NoobFriendlyZone? He is already being tutored by Ota. And we might as well leave TechGuyTrivia being tutored by Ota too, actually. Yeah, when you're not controlling the armies, the wars can take forever. Here we are, crushing another Silesian army. 93% war score. Come on, Poland! As you can see, the ruler of Lesser Poland has actually died because it is split into two. There's this kind of Burgundy nation here. So they're going to need this war to round up as quickly as possible, and they've done it. So Poland is looking pretty good. Greater Poland no longer exists, so Lesser Poland kind of becomes Greater Poland now in a sense. And that means they will have a claim on this guy too, so they'll probably take that back in due course. We're just going to have to look at gaining prestige and stabilising our realm. We are allied with Lesser Poland and Dregovicia, so we should be alright from invasions for now. Ooh, Serbia are looking pretty good. Due to court intrigue, well beyond your present ability to comprehend, your current serving region has been replaced with another. So, because Gaemonic's only a kid, they've managed to push a new regent through. And this guy, I don't know, I would say he's actually better because he's got a 12 martial score. So we should be able to have more troops once he settles in. So as uCantonese is now a high chieftain, we're not actually in control of his education focus, and he's changed to diplomacy there. Not sure that was a wise move. So new court chaplain, it doesn't really matter at this point because we don't have anyone good. Can we invite a holy man to court? We still cannot, so we'll just put her in charge. We can appoint a new commander because they keep dying. At the moment, I'm not bothered. We don't need that many commanders anyway, so it doesn't matter who's the 5th commander. Again, we're just advancing time now, waiting for Gaemonic to come of age. Oh, Coln's just broken free. That's interesting. Saxony could jump on that. As I learn about life, I find it is generally wise to stay out of danger as much as possible. Only the foolish takes risks. King Gaemonic has lost Timid and gained Craven, just as his father did. Aren't looking too positive right now, but we'll definitely be able to have fun with it, especially that lunatic trait. He's now 14, not long to wait. I wake up in the middle of the night, my heart racing and my whole body is feeling strange. What was I really dreaming about? That farmer boy I met earlier. Guta kissing me. Or I should just try and get to sleep. Now, with this sort of event, you can actually gain the lustful trait. And in the interest of... And she's got lustful too. And in the interest of shoutouts, we need to go for the lustful trait. So we'll go for Guta kissing me. Her lips touching mine. My hands touching her gently. I wonder if Guta feels the same way about me. Now we have a choice of saving yourself for her, which I'm not going to go with. We don't want chaste. We're going to go with she gets me all excited, because we need that lustful trait. Plus 20% fertility for all those babies. For all that baby making Gaemonic's going to be doing. Gained a few new technology points. We've gained advances in military technology. So we can actually improve military organization as well as construction. I'm going to go for that. I always get compliments from my fair skin, my silken hair and my big eyes. They tell me I'm beautiful and I should be proud of my looks. I am the fairest of them all. Ota worries about Gaemonic. I thought he was going to gain the attractive trait there. Right now, the new region has settled in and we can actually raise more troops. Now this is fantastic. We can actually invade this territory here. We can go for a conquest. And I think conquest is the best bet because we need to increase our own demand size. Let's just have a quick look at how many troops he can have. Yep, that's fine. He's an independent Tengri. So, Gaemonic's first war. So, apologies that I haven't actually been using the call all tribal and nomadic vassals into war until the 5th episode. It's actually very useful and I'm glad you gave me that comment. Thanks very much for that. So, we'll be testing it out right now just to see who is going to join. Even though we don't really need to do it for this one. Anyway, we'll be banding our troops together right here. Probably no more shoutouts this episode, purely because Gaemonic is still only 15. But who knows, he might have a kid. So, Milman and Pavio are going to be leading the main bulk of the army. We're going to head straight over to Estegrom and crush their army straight off. And the vassals are going to be joining us, so that is fantastic. So yes, we can have much more troops with the tribal vassals. Thank God for them. 3,700 troops without allies, that does really help. So we've already won the war. Gaemonic's first war is a success. So let's dismiss the personal levies. And the tribal vassals will leave automatically after the war is ended. So, do we want to start plotting against Avaria? Let's just take a look at Avaria as a nation. He can only have 660 men, however I know for a fact that it won't be that little. We can't declare war on him anyway, because it needs to be approved by the council. So we can still only go ahead with wars that will be approved by the council. Again, without the proper claims, we can only actually invade one province at a time. I don't really want to mess with the Franks at the moment, because Middle Francia are looking rather strong. Although we can probably match 3,500, plus we'll have defensive allies, so who knows? We might even be able to starve off an invasion from Middle Francia as well. Because they'll be probably in constant war with West Francia, because every time a ruler dies, it will split the nation up. So, Gaemonic has finally become of age. The regency has ended, and he has only become a misguided warrior, which, you know, +1 martial, +0.5 health, +1 personal combat skill is all good, but it could have become much better. That could be due to the fact that he had 2 negative traits for the martial education, so he's turned out not all that good, unfortunately, other than after the great start he had. However, he could still go down in legend as the greatest king of Bohemia. Let's see how it goes. The more I hear the words of the wise men of the old, the more I want to be like them. So we've gained erudity. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I don't know how to say this. And Gaemonic has achieved a scholarly and bookish disposition. And I know where to get it, so he's gained arbitrary too. We can bump up his stats with a war focus, putting the martial to 12. I think we'll just go with the war chest actually. And now, so we don't make the mistake with the last ruler, we can assign the concubines straight off the bat to try and get as many kids as possible. And luckily, the dwarf is still available, so those Tyrion Lannisters can certainly be running around in a couple of episodes. Fingers crossed. So we'll present another debutant. I definitely can't pronounce it. I'm just having fun with the word now. So yep, we'll get her too. So that's 3 concubines. Age 21, 21 and 17. We are 16. Our to-be wife is 13, so she'll be able to start helping us out with the kids department soon. But we can start having kids now, so that is fantastic. We can appoint another region, however I think I'm going to wait for uCantonese, the brother, to become of age. And we'll start trying to get him on friendly terms when he does. Because uCantonese is 14 too. Poland is at war with Saxony. Let's have a look at this. The Saxon conquest of just this one province, that's okay. I noticed they haven't called us into the war yet. We probably can't help too much against Saxony, who's already invaded half their country. So we have gained this one province here too, which is quite useful. I think that's how I'm going to play it. Basically, every time a bit of territory breaks away, I'm going to try and jump on that and invade them. Rather than trying to take on one of the big kingdoms, getting all my armies depleted and being invaded by another. So, it looks like Gaemonic's partying tonight. I'm having dinner and plenty of drinks with Chief Manata of Domels tonight. It's lovely, yet I am most charmed by Manata himself. Why else would I not immediately stop our conversation, which has slowly begun to touch upon some almost heretical ideas? This is suddenly sounding quite a bit familiar. It looks like they are trying to recruit Gaemonic into the Cold Ones, which we all know Gaemonic has some demonic tendencies, so I'm going to continue this questline again, even though we have already had it a couple of episodes ago, because we definitely need Gaemonic to become a lunatic Satanist. Now that would be really fun to play around with. I'm going to leave it on, but I'm not actually going to read them all out, because I read them all out a couple of episodes back anyway. So you can pause it if you need to catch up. Apologies if you didn't see the one a few episodes ago. but I don't fancy reading all of this text out for something that I've already read out in a couple episodes back. I think possibly the second episode. So again, we have to go through the messenger questline too. And we have gained a lover, of course, as we did last time too. Oh no, just a budding romance. She hasn't shown up in the lovers section. So, finally, we have been initiated, as his father before him, in the satanic cult of the Cold Ones. So we want to pick a patron deity and worship the ancestors again with Gaemonic. We're going to go for Perun again. And we are going to wish for prosperity and growth for my realm. Now, I think what will be quite fitting as Gaemonic, because he has the lunatic trait, when we are asked for the offering, we are going to give one of our eyes. Now, we haven't had this before, so you lay down on the offering stone, bracing yourself for the ritual. Thankfully, the Vol's knife is sharp, and soon the stone is dark with your blood. Your agonized screams will surely have pleased the ancestors. Now, all you can do is wait and hope. So we have gained the sexy looking eye patch. Your reputation as a devout follower of Perun has spread across the lands. Many great and seasoned warriors have since travelled to Praha to pledge their allegiance to your cause. This happened too with his father. He's managing to keep the cult very, very secretive, because I know for a fact that you can get caught out. Glory to the Thunder God. So the levy size increases yet again. Okay, now of course we can use one subjugation casus belli in a ruler's lifetime. So I don't want to spend that just on the one province. However, Poland is getting absolutely destroyed right about now. By who though? It's no longer by Saxony. Oh no, he's defending against Ruthenia, the Hungarians, and the Pomeranians. So let's have a quick look at Magyar. So we can't declare subjugation war against them anyway, so there's no point having a look at that. We can declare subjugation war against Avaria. Now, that could be something interesting since they are at war, and they can appear to only raise 802 troops. I've got no clue how many vassals they can raise, but I think I'm willing to take the risk. I would like to give it a go. Oh no, it's against the will of the council, damn it. So, the council all owe favours to Guta, so we need her to like us more. So we'll send her a quick gift. Now we are going to bribe the whole council so that they will try and vote for us. Maybe if we try and recruit her to the Cold Ones... What's the way? So basically Guta wants to get married, so she'll like me a lot more if we arrange a marriage for her. So we'll marry her off to Ota. And she is no longer my concubine, so she might like me even more for that. And there's a new possible concubine here, so we'll snap her up. So now, she likes me +5, so that's good. We could award her the title of the designated regent, actually, to increase her opinion of me further. That's unfortunately what I'm going to do. I don't think we're going to need a regent, so I will appoint her as my regent too, because she is the one on the council who I really need to win over. So now she likes me 15. She probably still will vote against the war, but the relationship is in works. uCantonese has become of age. Let's have a look at him. He's become an underhanded rogue who is a genius, who's shy, patient and brave. So some good traits there and all-round good stats. He is now a powerful vassal, however, so we do need to appoint him onto the council. The advisor is Milman currently, but he is not helping out at all. We're going to sack Milman. Why can't we... Oh, there. Right, so we're sacking Milman. He won't like us for this, but he is not as important as uCantonese. We'll be giving him the seat of advisor on our council. Let's see how much he likes us now for that. So he only has a negative 16 opinion of us now, which can easily be worked upon. And now it's up to 0 because we bribed him. So let's see what the votes are like now for declaring war on Avaria. No, the council still votes against it. The Chancellor is voting against us, and he is terrible. So I'm going to wait till... I think I'm going to end this episode off here. I'm just going to wait till January to see if I can declare war. And Lithuania are looking pretty strong now too. After what seems like forever, the wound from your maiming has completely healed. So that's fantastic. So we've lost a negative trait for that. However, One-Eyed gives a pagan opinion plus 10, but it gives the attraction opinion minus 5.
Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And remember, you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram.